Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 6, and yeah, we're taking a look at the car list of this game in its initial form. So this isn't obviously going to include future car packs or car pass editions or anything that comes in the festival playlist or the expansion packs. But yeah, we're just going to take a quick look at the car list as it stands today. But firstly, I'd like to apologise for the audio levels on my first part of my playthrough of this game. I thought I had adjusted them accordingly, but evidently not. So yeah, you won't hear much of me in terms of commentary when there's the louder parts on there. It can't be helped. You know, when you play a game for the first time, you want to capture it for the first time, so you don't really know the audio levels until you come to editing and processing it. So yeah, that's just unfortunate. But nonetheless, let's take a look at this car list. So yeah, we've got a couple of Abarths that we've had in the past, so nothing new there. But what is new is the 2023 Acura Integra A-Spec, a car that we have never had before. So yeah, really good to see that. Although I am curious as to why the NSX, the Type S version, isn't here. It does say that it is available on the Forza website, so I'm not sure why that hasn't yet appeared up. But once it does, if it does, it is a new car to Forza Horizon, and it was introduced in the latest Forza Motorsport game, so it's nice to see those. We will have an Alfa Romeo Giulia GTAM version of the car, the Giulia Quadrifoglio. That is part of the Italian car pack, Italian Passion car pack. So yeah, we will see that at some point. And yeah, other alphas here that we've all had before. Same with the Illumicrafts, same with the Warthog, as is the Ariels and Aston Martin. So nothing new there. Nothing new in terms of the Audis though, but there are several cars here I'm glad have returned, like the e-tron, the R8 V10 Performance, although we will have another version of this car in the car pass, and we'll look at that later. But there is a car here that I'm not going to look at a lot of racing cars or rally cars or tram attack cars and the like, but this car here, the Audi R8 LMS from 2009, is new to Forza Horizon, but it is a car that we've not seen since the Forza Motorsport 4 days, and it was in the game prior to that one as well. So yeah, not a car that we've had all that often, to be honest. So, but it is nice to see a car from that period return. Then we have the Austin Healey that we've had a lot of times, the AutoZam AZ1. So it's not a new car to the Forza Horizon series, but it's far more relevant to this game than it was in any of the other ones. So yeah, it's nice to see it back, and it will go alongside nicely a few of the other similar cars that have been added to this game. Then we've got the BAC Mono. The only Bentley we have this time is the Continental GT convertible. This was added in the prior game, but it is a fairly spectacular Grand Tourer, so it's nice to see it return. A new car to the game and the series in general is the 2024 BMW X6M Competition. We for the longest time only had the standard X6 or X5 if you want to look at other SUVs from BMW. But yeah, this is a new BMW to the game and the series, and yeah, it's the wrong one. 617 horsepower is quite a lot of power, but obviously it does weigh a lot as well. We also have the M2 competition, or we should have. It's not showing up. Not sure if this M2 is what is equating it to, but yeah. Yeah, and missing the 2020 M2 competition. Again, another car that was on the Forza website and yet is not showing here. But when it does show up, the 2020 BMW M2 competition coupe is new to Forza Horizon, and that also was introduced in Forza Motorsport. There's a couple of well, there's only one new Buick, brace of Cadillacs that we've seen before, but it's nice to see the limousine return. This was obviously ditched in the prior Forza Motorsport game as it tried to take on a more serious slant. Obviously didn't work, but yeah, nice to see this return. Then we've got the Can-Am, then we've got a brace of Chevrolets, nothing majorly new here. Although the K10 Custom, if you never got that in the previous game's Forza Festival playlist, then you can finally have it in the basic auto show. And it's also nice to see the 150 utility sedan return, more basic Chevrolet. It's kind of basic Chevrolet or any car from this period that I'd like to see more of. Then we've got the Datsun 510, brace of the Liberties that we've seen before, got the DeLorean back, brace of Dodges that we've seen before, We've got a bunch of Ferraris here. There are going to be 2 other ones that are added via the Italian Passion Car Pack, the 2025 Ferrari F80 and the 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB4 Spider. So looking forward to both of those, but nothing majorly new here that I am immediately spotting from Ferrari. All look fairly routine in terms of what's been added to this game. Same with the Fords. Yeah, nothing again majorly new here, but there is some nice cars to see that are returning, like the Ford Focus RS rally car, the Racing Puma, another car from the festival playlist that is making a debut in the Forza Horizon base game, and that is the F-150 XLT Lariat. And we're getting the Mustang GT 2+2 Fastback as well back, which is one of my favourite Mustangs, so it's nice to see that return. Got a whole load of Formula Drift vehicles, some of which are probably new, but I'm not clued up on these all that much, but I'm sure they'll come in handy for some people. And we've got a brace of GMCs, so it's nice to see the Typhoon return. Obviously, it's basically a worse version over the Cyclone. It's basically just heavier due to extra bodywork, but I do prefer the look of it. We're also getting the Hummer EV pickup again, which again is one of my favourite EVs. Then we get the Gordon Murray T50 again. New car to the Forza Horizon series is a GR GT prototype. 700 horsepower, so yeah, formidable car. Not going to be able to quite review it right now because obviously it costs $250,000 credits and I only have 216,000. I have totally not been buying certain cars just off the fly, but yeah. And then we get a bunch of a pair of Hennessy's, one Holden, and then we're getting some new Hondas. So we've got the new Honda Civic Type R from 2023, the 2022 Honda E. As you can see, I already own it because I did buy it just because I wanted it so badly. Then we're getting some more of these like Time Attack kind of cars. And then we've also got the 1994 Honda Acti. Very small, basic, pickup K car, but still cute as anything. And then we get the Honda Beat, a car that many people have wanted for quite some time. So yeah, I'm certainly glad that it's here, just like I am also glad that the 1984 Honda City E2 is here. And then we got the Honda Civic Si. Now this is not new to the game per se, or for the series in general, as it was in Forza Horizon and Forza Horizon 2, as well as Forza Motorsport 6 and 7. But obviously we have not had it in a Forza Horizon game since the second one, and it's been, second to last Forza Motorsport 7, Forza Motorsport game as well. So yeah, it's really great to have this back, as it fits in nicely with the rest of the cars and obviously the Japanese setting. Then we get a pair of HSVs, a bunch of Hyundais here. We've got the Ioniq 5N, the i30N, the Veloster N, the Envision 74 and the i20N. The i20N is new to the Forza Horizon series. Again, that was also introduced in Forza Motorsport. It's nice to see it here because it is a fantastic hot hatchback and it will go alongside nicely the other Hyundais. Nothing new from Jaguar here, but it is nice to see the XJ220S TWR make a return, as well as the lightweight E-Type. Nothing majorly new from Jeep here. I think the JT here is just basically a rebadged version of the Gladiator Rubicon. So yeah, not majorly new, but it is a different name. But yeah, it's still same engine and weight and the like. So nothing majorly new there. Got a pair of Jimcos, and then we've got some Koenigseggs. Again, nothing new there. Same with the KTM's and same with Lamborghini as well. Seen all of these before. Nothing majorly new, but it is a bit of a shame that we still are only having one classic Lamborghini. We have had more classic Lamborghinis in the past, but it seems like we rarely get a huge amount of them in one game. Would be nice to have more from the 70s and the 60s from them, quite frankly. So yeah, but being a game set in Japan, I'm not expecting that, quite frankly. A pair of Lancias, which will do nicely for some rallying. Got the Land Rovers, the Defender 110X still being the newest Land Rover that we've got at this point. Lexus, everything we've seen before. Same with Lotus. Nice to see the Lucid Air Sapphire return. Being a big fan of EVs, it's nice to have it back. Then we've got the new to the Forza Horizon series, the 2022 Maserati MC20. I do believe this was supposed to be in the previous Forza Horizon game, but just didn't get added for some reason. and it joins the MC12 Versione Corsa and the Ghibli Cup, which is my definitely one of my favourite Maseratis. Then we get a brace of Mazdas. Nothing majorly new here either. I am surprised that we haven't had a new Mazda to the Forza Horizon or Forza series in general, especially since we are set in Japan now. But it is nice to see the likes of the Mazda Speed 3 again. Don't think we've had that for some time, and yeah, obviously mainly just MX-5s of varying generations there. Then we get a brace of McLarens, again nothing new here. Then a brace of Mercedes. The newest of the lot is the SLC 43 Final Edition. So I'm pretty sure this has got a V6. One thing that I am annoyed about with this game is, again, like with previous games, is no designation about what engine it actually is, whether it's a V6, an inline 4 or anything like that. Just tells you displacement. That is not enough information, quite frankly, and it's a little bit of a shame. But nonetheless, still plenty of power and torque there. Doesn't weigh all that much and should be a fun car to drive. And yeah, we'll definitely be reviewing that at some point. Standard Mercedes, yeah, again, nothing new here. Nice to see the Manx 2.0 return. Again, an EV resto mod, basically, of the standard Manx that we also have. And yeah, pretty fun car to drive, to be honest. Then we got the MG Metro 6R4. Bunch of minis that we've had before, but surprisingly not the new one, which I would have been expecting. The 300 horsepower one or whatever it is. And then from Mitsubishi, we have a couple of new ones. We have the 2001 Mitsubishi Lance Evolution. Is that a 4 or 6? I can't remember. GSR TM edition. So it's new to Forza Horizon. But again, like with the Audi, not been in a game for quite some time. As we last saw this in Forza Motorsport 2. And it was in the original Forza Motorsport as well. But yeah, not had this for quite some time. But I'm really, really glad it's made a return. We've also got the 1995 Mitsubishi Montero Exceed 2800 TD. So yeah, as the name suggests, it is a diesel, 2.8 litres. Not a lot of horsepower, but a decent amount of torque, but it obviously weighs quite a lot. So yeah, it doesn't move all that much, as we saw in the first part of my playthrough. And then we've also got the new 2024 Nissan GTR Nismo. So it doesn't seem to be too radically different to the Nismo that we've already had from GTR. As you can see, same weight, same horsepower, same torque, but the stats say something completely different, as the handling and braking is a lot better on the newer version. Acceleration slightly better, and the launch is slightly better as well. So yeah, should be a little bit different, but not massively so. Nice to see the Z Nismo in here as well, as on top of that the 370Z Nismo, which yeah, is definitely an improvement over the standard 370Z, quite frankly. So nice to see that here. And then we also get the 2002 Nissan Silvia Spec R. So the newest version that we've had of these before has been, I believe, the 2000. So that has been replaced by this version, which is the newest version of the S15, I believe. So it's nice to see that. Then we get a new car to the Forza series, the 1995 Nissan Gloria Gran Turismo. So yeah, fair decent amount of power and torque there, and doesn't weigh a huge amount either. So yeah, nice to see the Gloria. I don't have that Laura Branigan song in my head right now. I won't try and sing it to you. And then we also have the 1989 Nissan Silvia Ks. So this is also new to the Forza series, and it is a replacement for the 1992 version. So much like the 2002 version, that is also a replacement for an older version. This is a replacement for a slightly newer version. So yeah, nice to see that. Then we get the Noble M600, the Opel Manta, Pagani's that we've had before, as well as the Peel. Penholder Cola is back. Nice to see the 1991 Peugeot 205 Rally. Not a massively powerful car, but a small nippy one, and real fun. Nice to see the Barracuda return. Definitely one of my favourite 60s muscle cars, but obviously being a game set in Japan, we're not going to see a huge amount of muscle cars in this game. Certainly wouldn't expect any new cars from that kind of era that we've never had before to make a debut. So yeah, but they're nice nonetheless. Got a pair of Polaris, 2 Pontiacs. Not my favourite Pontiacs by any stretch of the imagination. Would have preferred the original Firebird, for instance, but still, they are something regardless. Nothing majorly new from Porsche here, but nice to see the return of the 911 Turbo S from 2023, which was obviously in the previous game. Made a debut in that previous game, for instance. And then we've got the Taycan, so nice to have another EV. But again, nothing else is radically different here. Then we've got the Radical RXC Turbo. Now, I didn't think this was new to the Forza series, but it actually is. I might have said it wasn't new when I saw it in the first part of my playthrough. But yeah, 2024 Ram 1500 TRX. Huge amount of horsepower and torque, but obviously a huge amount of power weight as well. But it still should be a pretty capable off-roader. Then we've got the Reliant Superman 3, a brace of Renaults that we've had before, but it's nice to see the Megane R26R return because it is a fantastic hot hatch. Nice to see the Rivian return, RJ Anderson, only the one Shelby this time, no Cobra, no, sorry. Whatever the name is, the convertible. Forgot it, it's not here, unfortunately. Brace of Sierra cars, only the one SRT Viper. Then we get into Subaru, we've got some that are returning from the prior game, like the WRX. But we're also getting the Legacy B4 2-litre GT in this game now. Now, this is new to Forza Horizon, although it was a traffic vehicle from Forza Horizon 2 onwards. But it was in Forza Motorsport 2, 3, 4, and 7. So, yeah, it's not a brand new car to this series in general, but it is nice to see it finally come back to the Forza series after a while away, especially in terms of never been in the Forza Horizon series before. And then new to the Forza series overall is the 1994 Subaru Viveo RXR, one of the few K cars to be all-wheel drive and supercharged of all things. So yeah, should be interesting to take a look at. Then we get the 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser. Obviously that is alongside the GR prototype, one of the cover cars. So it's nice to see this finally make its debut. Pretty powerful car, but again, quite a weighty one. We're also getting the Toyota Camry TRD, which I believe was also in the previous Forza Motorsport game, but it's nice to see it here as well as the GR Yaris. Plus, we've got a new taxi in the form of the JPN taxi. Has not only 98 horsepower, but a massive 397 pound-feet of torque. So, whatever engine this has, whether or not it's a hybrid or not, to make up for the fact it's not got much power, I'm not sure, but yeah, should be an interesting car to take a look at. We've also got another taxi in the Crown Super Deluxe taxi from 2005. Hopefully this means that we get the V12 Crown. I can't remember the exact name of it, but regardless, it will be nice to have that version. But yeah, it's nice to have another taxi. It is obviously a traffic vehicle as well, so you will see it around, but unfortunately it is not fully viewable in the Forza Vista mode for whatever reason, which is a shame. And then we get the 1997 Toyota Chaser 2.5 litre GTT. Nice to see this back, as well as, where's it gone? Yeah, there, the Chaser 2.5 litre Tourer V, which was introduced in Forza Motorsport, the previous one, but it's new to the Forza Horizon series. So yeah, it's a fantastic car. It's easily one of my favourites that were added to the Forza Motorsport game. So nice to see it here, alongside the Chaser GT Twin Turbo, as well as the Serra making a return. Fantastic looking vehicle. Couple of TVRs, one Ultima, brace of Volkswagens that we've seen before, although I do believe the Pickup LX was part of the festival playlist in the previous game, so it's nice to see that that is in the base game. One Volvo, pair of Rulings, and the Zenvo TSRS, which is still a fantastic car in its own right. So yeah, not a huge amount of new cars obviously added to the game there, but obviously there is also the car pass, and these are the ones that have been initially introduced. So yeah, mostly Japanese cars, as you'd expect given its setting. So you've got this version of the Skyline. Not sure if it's supposed to be a drift car or a racing car, but there we go. And then we've got the Koenigsegg Gemera, which is their first ever 4-seater, I believe it is. Don't think it's a 4-door car though, can't tell from here, but still, regardless, huge amount of power and torque from a 5-litre V8 engine there. Then we get the Attacking the Clock Datsun racing car. Again, like with some of the Time Attack cars, I would like the standard version of one of these, to be honest, but there we go, that's how it is sometimes. Then we get the Honda Civic Type R, the only Type R that we haven't had from the Civic line before, I believe. But yeah, good amount of power and torque, doesn't weigh all that much, 2-litre front wheel drive, should be pretty fun. Then we get the R8 Coupe V10 GT rear wheel drive. So yeah, not all wheel drive. Obviously going for the rear wheel drive kind of way of doing things like Lamborghini did with one of their versions of the Huracan. Yeah, be interested to see what that is like with that lack of front diff and the like weighing it down. Then we get the Mazda Mad Mike 808 wagon. Again, another car I'd like the standard version of, to be honest. But still, should be a pretty good drifting car. I think it's symbolising drifting by the little symbol there, and then maybe that full tyre is racing. Not sure. And then we get the 1998 Nissan Skyline GTR 40th anniversary. Doesn't look any more powerful than a lot of other Skylines, but as you will see, it is a 4-door version. Yeah, definitely a more practical car. Definitely looks a little bit different, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like. And the final one announced up until the 9th of July is the Toyota GR Corolla. So yeah, we obviously already have the GR Yaris, but this is even more powerful, and yeah, also all-wheel drive, just like the Yaris is as well. So yeah, just a more practical version of the Yaris, to be honest, but still should hopefully be a pretty fun car to drive. These are the car packs that are currently showing up. So we've got the Time Attack car pack, which has all of these. So obviously these are all racing cars designed to go up those like kind of or however you say it, tracks and courses. So yeah, nice variety of cars there. You got Silvias, you got Skylines, Supras. We've even got the Acti that we've already looked at before, which still only has 39 horsepower, but has a damn sight more handling and braking, as you can see. And then we've got the CRX, and then we've got the S2000 Integra, and Civic of some sort. Definitely not a Civic we've had before by the looks of it, so yeah, it would be nice if we got a standard version of one of those as well. And then we've also got the welcome car pack. So these are the standard cars that you will already be able to get in the game, but these are bought for you, ready for you to start off with. So you have a nice variety going straight away, like BMW, Ferrari, Ford, Mercedes and Mitsubishi. So a nice variety there, because the Ford will obviously be good for cross country. Ferrari will be good for some, heavy straights and racing kind of circuits. BMW for pretty much everything, as well as the Mercedes. And then the Mitsubishi for some more of the dirt kind of stuff. So yeah, that is the car list, all overall, to be honest. Like I said, not a huge amount of new cars added here. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. A few of those are obviously part of car packs, like the 2 Ferraris. So yeah, not a great deal of new cars to the Forza series in general, but there are obviously even more cars here as well that are new to the Forza Horizon series. And yeah, they'll obviously bump up the car list a little bit as well. But as per usual with these games, it is about what comes in the car pass, what comes in the festival playlist, and what comes in standalone car packs and the expansions. So yeah, I'm sure the car list will get better from here on out. It's just with it being set in Japan, I was expecting some more new cars to the series considering the setting. But like with previous games, the setting doesn't necessarily inform the car list 100%. So yeah, but we still have plenty here to look forward to in terms of reviewing, and yeah, hopefully more besides in the future. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. Again, I'll have to apologise for obviously the sound levels in the previous video for the first playthrough part. Just couldn't help it, to be honest. By the time I realised, I was already an hour in. So yeah, and I had no time to restart in the game from scratch. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.